This is an updated video where I show you how I use an automation to reply an automatic text when I'm in a certain place, i.e. when I'm at home. If I'm at home, then my wife texts me I'm leaving, then it will send a text saying, okay, I'll see you when you get here, which tells her that I'm at home. And if I'm not at home, it gets my location and it sends her a text saying, I'm not there, I'm out at the moment, I'll see you when I get back. So then she automatically knows that I am either in or that I'm out. Plus, if my phone is down on the table somewhere, it also has the benefit of, she has a specific text tone, but when the text tone comes through, if she's written leaving in her message, it will reply back to her, but it will also make another ding after the text tone to let me know that it has ran the automation, which then lets me know, oh, that's an important message because she may be saying that she's leaving. Can I put something on if I'm at home? Which is usually the rice or something, or put some cooking on something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share that with you now, how I actually do it. So you're going to go into the Shortcuts app, you're going to open it, go to automation, go to message. When I get a message, and in the sender box you can choose, hang on, first off, in the message box, message contains leaving, and then choose contacts, enter your contact, your wife's, your partner, or leave it blank if you want, because then it'll work whenever anybody sends you the message. So you could use it as an out of office reply, as a text message. You can, the same way that Apple's, when you're driving and it sends, if you've got it text set up to send an automatic text to that person when they text you, it's the same kind of principle of how you do that with this. So put the number you want in the sender. If it's a specific person, then you put their number in there, so it's only will run when that specific person texts you. Put message contains whatever you want it to contain. For me, it's leaving, because when she says I'm just leaving wherever she is now, or leaving work or anything, then it will run the confirmation. Now you want to click run immediately so that you don't have to confirm anything. That will allow you to hear that ding that I was telling you about. Choose the new blank automation. Choose that one, and then in this you're going to start adding things. Location. So the first thing you want is you want it to get current location. So it's going to get your current location. The next thing you want is you want it to get the text from that readout, which means get text from input, which means it gets your current location. And then you're going to run an if command. If that text contains, put your postcode in the condition. If text condition contains, put your postcode in that you want it to work when you're in that specific area. Maybe it's your home postcode, maybe it's your work postcode, maybe it's where you're with your missus or mistress or whatever. I don't know what you want to do it. So when you're specifically at that place, then this will run. So I'm just putting in something, making it up, PL12 9BE, whatever, wherever that is. If it actually exists, it doesn't matter for this example. So now what you want is you want to go message. You want to type that in and you want to send message. So send message, choose that one, put that in. So move that up towards underneath that. If your text contains PL12 9B, if it contains your postcode, clear that text, because you don't want to send that text, you want to send a message. So then write your message in there. What I'm doing now, it's okay, see you when you get here, which lets that person know, lets my wife know, right, that I'm at home, because she reads it. Okay, see you when you get here. There I am at home. Right, now what you will also want, so actually then you've got to put in their contact number, because it's going to that person. Obviously you could have it trigger where it sends a message to somebody else. So if you are doing it with your family, you could have, when your husband texts you, you could have it like then send a message to one of the kids, or when one of the kids text you something, a specific thing like that, you could have a message set up that goes out to a lot of people. So it's an automatic reply, goes out to your wife, goes out to your kids, goes out to your boss, goes out to your workforce, goes out to, say, maybe like you run a martial arts class or something and you want it to go out to a group of people. When somebody writes a message, then it'll automatically go. So you put their recipient name in there, and now you want to put out a message for if you're not in that location. So same thing, send message again, move that up towards otherwise. So it makes sense, right? Look for your location, get the text from the current location, obviously get what it says. If that text contains that postcode that you're at home, send that message. Otherwise, if it doesn't contain that postcode, send a different message. You don't have to send a different message. You don't have to reply if you don't want to. But I like to send another message that lets her know that I'm not at home. But I did used to run it where it would not send a message, and then she would just know because she didn't get a reply that I wasn't at home. But now this way, it lets her know, like, yes, he's definitely not at home. The message did get through and I've got a reply. So in that, we go down to send. It says send text again. We don't want to send the postcode. We don't want to send that output. So we clear that. Then write your message in there. I write something that's like starts differently. Whereas the first one said, okay, see you when you get here. This one says, I'm not at home, because if you just glance at the message, you might think it's the same one. So I'm specifically writing it in a different order and a different wording, just so that even if she just glances at it and misreads it, she can see I'm not at home. Put the recipient in again. Obviously, I want it to be the same person. It could be a different person. You could write it to somebody else. And you put their number there. And then it says end if, and that is it. That is all there is to it. And then you can hit play, and then you'll see that will work. If you've put your home postcode in or your work postcode in, and then you've hit play, and the message, whatever message is the correct one, will go to that person that you've just selected, you can actually see that it works. So you hit the play button and then it will just go off. And once that's done, then you can, I'm just messing around putting other things in there. If you've done that, that's it. That's all you really need to do to set up an automation to automatically text somebody when they text a specific word or phrase to you. Obviously, I've just used the word leaving because she says I'm leaving now. It could be anything. It could be, say that one of your mates keeps texting you the same kind of question or something about going out or something, and you want to reply automatically like, yeah, you're up for going out all the time. You can do that. And it's not rude. My wife did think it was rude at first that I wasn't actually replying, but I said, look, I put the time in to do this, and I actually hear that when you text, then I hear the automation run because it makes another ding. If you just text me and you didn't put leaving in there, it would just be a text tone, and I think, oh right, it's a text. But if I'm dealing with somebody else, I wouldn't necessarily know how important that was, but that extra automation running tells me no matter what I'm doing. My wife has just said she's leaving home. Now, she may have asked me something in that question. She may have said, I'm leaving now, can you put the oven on? Can you go to the shop and get this for me? Can you do that? So I know that has a bit of a priority to me. So if I'm doing something with someone, then I will probably pick my phone up and just quickly check that she hasn't asked me something that's time sensitive. Usually if it's very important, obviously she'd ring. But so I hope that helps you to set up automations that automatically run on your phone, and you can put any amount of different, sayings or numbers and everything, and you can have it open apps. You can have it where I've said like when it equals that postcode, you could have it play music. You could open an app and then start doing other stuff. So it's just up to you what you do, and like I say, hope that helps.